Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Zebrev. Welcome to another MLB The Show 19 card review. Today I'm going to be going over 95 overall finest Mitch Garver. This card is obtainable through Finest Packs or through the marketplace. He's currently selling for around 15,000 stubs. So this card is pretty much what you see is what you get. This card hits absolute tanks. This card generates really high exit velocities, but against pitching, specifically right-handed pitching, you're going to have a super small PCI at the plate. So what do I mean by generates high exit velocities? I mean on good timing swings, specifically good goods and good squared ups, this card was consistently 105 plus miles per hour off the bat, which is good, but it also leaves him prone to a lot of things. I was hitting a lot of singles that were hit hard with this card, which I thought was kind of weird. Don't get me wrong, I was hitting bombs and doubles too, but a lot of singles on good swings, and also this card hit a ton of good squared up lineouts. I'm not sure what it is, if I was just getting unlucky, but it just seems like on this game some guys are more prone to lining out than others, and I think Mitch Garver may fall into that category. I think it's just because he maybe overloads the game with how much power he has. Like, if you put a good squared up swing with 123 power, I think the game might just freak out and just give you an out because it doesn't know what to do. I'm joking, of course, but sometimes it feels that way. Anyway, this card definitely performed up to expectations at the plate still. I think I hit almost 400 with this card, which is pretty impressive considering I was playing mostly on Legend and I had a super tiny PCI. So I was pretty excited about how I played at the plate. This is definitely one of the best offensive catchers in the game. Moving on to defense, it's definitely a different story. Obviously his attributes will tell you that he's not a good defensive catcher. I think it's even more extreme than the attributes look, unfortunately. I think he's pretty bad at blocking, which is to be expected, but you never know. Low blocking ratings, sometimes they can perform super well, but specifically this guy isn't going to be able to throw anyone out stealing, and people know it. I was playing a lot of good players when I had this guy behind the plate, and a lot of good players were testing me with guys with only 75-80 speed and were getting steals. So people know this guy can't throw hard, and people are going to be stealing on you when he's behind the plate. So just keep that in mind. You are very prone to giving up stolen bases with this guy, and I would slide step maybe even in situations where you normally wouldn't, just to try to prevent some stolen bases, because a good player is going to know that you got a poor defensive catcher behind the plate and he's going to be running on you all game. So that was my experience. I thought this card was pretty awful defensively in all aspects, and obviously 43 speed is leaves a little bit to be desired as well. But yeah, like I said, pretty much what you see is what you get with this card. An absolute powerhouse at the plate, hits tanks, super high exit velocities, but kind of a liability at times defensively. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. As always, we'll rate the card how he rates in the meta, and we'll rate him compared to how much he costs. How he rates in the meta, I'll give him a B+. Pretty good catcher, just because catcher's kind of a shallow position, and there's not a lot of guys that hit like this at the catcher position, so I definitely think he's found his own niche there. But like I said, defensively definitely a liability at times. And for the price, I'll give him an A for much of the same reasons. Catcher's pretty shallow, not a lot of good options, and at 16K, 15K for a card like this is definitely a steal. This is one of those guys who you can just pick up early on if you're starting a new account, or if you're looking for a budget squad or something. You can just pick him up, throw him in, and kind of just ride him out. 15K is super cheap for a catcher that's this good, so I do approve in that aspect. So I hope you all enjoyed this card review. Let me know down in the comment section below who you want me to review in the next video. Enjoy the clips after this, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. Ball one. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second. The 1-2. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in for a base hit, his second in his many trips to the plate. He'll get it into second, and he is safe at second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. Full count, 3-2. Into center field, line drive, base hit. 1 run is scored, and the runner from second is in to score. It's out. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap, and that is off the wall. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way